NBC.
I realize we live in two different worlds. Your enemies are eradicated on a daily basis. So Lisa, dosing my wife with a needle full of God knows what probably doesn't merit a mention. But my family is my world. And Lisa's been trying to destroy it for some time now. So if you helped her getting that needle out of the hospital, Johnny...
Doc, obviously you got a pretty hairy situation on your hands, but it's got nothing to do with me.
So are you denying that you were at the hospital the night that Lisa tried to drug my wife?
I was at the hospital that night. I had just gotten there when all the crazy allegations started to fly. But I didn't see anything, nor did I ever take possession of this alleged dangerous syringe.
Well, maybe it's more about something that you have on Lisa. I can't help but notice that shortly thereafter, you and Lisa started this little thing you have.
That's one of the beautiful things about life, huh? You never see these surprises coming.
Well, it sounds like blackmail to me. I mean, you keep Lisa's dirty little secret, and she gives you something in return.
Well, that something would have to be pretty hefty, huh? There's not much that Lisa can give me that I can't get on my own.
Top-rate surgeon at your beck and call.
All right. Either your imagination is starting to work in overdrive or a warning is in order. You're starting to sound a lot like a man who's trying to blame somebody else for his own screw-ups.
I had a buddy growing up, Ricky. We met when we were kids. I was a newbie on the block. Ricky tried to bully me. Ended up beating the crap out of each other. Bonded us for life.
Guys are weird.
Yeah, well, Ricky had it going on, though. You know, tall, handsome, a little rough around the edges, just enough for the ladies to want to save him, you know what I mean? I used to joke around and tell him that women would be his downfall. I didn't realize I'd be predicting his future. Ricky thought the rules didn't apply to him, thought he was invincible. Wasn't exactly consistent about using protection.
You got the virus.
When I went off to medical school, we lost touch and kind of drifted. Job to job, town to town, denying his HIV status. And Ricky was probably diagnosed around the same time you were, you know, but he didn't take care of his business. If he was more like you, he'd still be here. Anyway, you can fill in the rest. HIV develops into full-blown AIDS. I saw him just before he died. Shell of what he used to be. He was 28 years old.
It's a shame when someone has to die so young. Stone, I mean, he was only 19 years old.
You must have really loved him.
I did, with all my heart. I still miss him.
I hear that.
No need to search for an answer with that, Bob.
Doctor, you and I need to have a chat.
Oh, well, no progress report necessary, because I saw everything with my own eyes. You two are hitting it off magnificently, and you hadn't lost your touch.
Tell me something, Lisa. Did it ever occur to you to tell me about the fact that Robin is HIV positive when you started talking to me about sleeping with her?
Well, I thought it would just come about in the natural course of things, which is what happened, right?
I would rather have heard it from you.
But it's not my story to tell.
When has that ever mattered?
When it helps further the bond between you two, which it did, and you handled it perfectly. That story that you made up about your friend with the HIV.
That was not a lie.
Well, okay, well, that's even better. Right, you and Robin, you are responsible adults. You are enlightened medical professionals. You know how to take precautions. You know with her viral load that she's on, your chances of getting infected are next to none. Okay, but listen to me. If it makes you squeamish, you don't need to sleep with her. Right, just get her good and infatuated. That'll do the trick.
You know what makes me squeamish?
What?
Lisa, if you didn't bother to tell me about Robin's HIV status, what else are you keeping from me?
It's a little late for me to be ducking the blame for screwing up. This whole city knows that I cheated on Robin with Lisa. But it's bigger than that. I want to make sure my wife is safe.
You know what I think? I think you're so mad and guilty over jeopardizing your marriage that you're looking for that one magic bullet to make it all go away. But I don't have your syringe.
Yeah, and I don't think I believe you.
It's up to you. There is a potential upside, though. Maybe Lisa turning to me means that she's moving on from you. Robin's no longer a threat to her, you can move on with your life.
Well, I won't be letting my guard down anytime soon, and you shouldn't either. Trust me, Johnny. Lisa's smart. She's conniving, she's fearless, and she doesn't have a conscience. She will turn on you the second you least expect it.
I'm not worried.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Hey, Robin, are you the doctor who ordered the blood work on the little girl in the ER this morning?
Oh, couldn't read my scrawl? Yeah, I was there when the mother brought her in.
Constant vomiting, huh?
You know, for several days. That the poor baby was dehydrated, so I put her on an IV in order to complete workup.
Well, thanks to your efficiency, I caught it just in time.
So what was it? Some type of poisoning?
Pyloric stenosis. You know, thanks to your test results, it prompted me to check for alkalosis.
Oh, well, you're good. That wouldn't be everyone's first choice.
It was a team effort, Dr. Scorpio.
The first of many, I hope.
Hey.
Hey, you disappeared before. Everything okay?
Yeah, can I talk to you for a second?
Sure.
How's my beautiful lady?
Tell me something, Sunshine. I'm still trying to figure out the people around here. This is Dr. Niles, right?
Yep.
And the guy who's with her? Ex-patient, board member?
Hardly. That's John Sakara. Organized crime. Port Charles is a mecca for mobsters. Better get used to it.
Get your hands off of me.
Is that any way to act? Be nice to me or I won't give you a present.
Okay, this is my work. I do not have time to play games with you.
I wish you had. It's a really nice gift. But I can keep it. Your call.
Dr. Mabel Renfro. Call 647.
I'm glad you came by. Have a seat.